It's that time again. Yeah. I'm dancing. You can't see it, but I definitely am dancing. Alright, last time we had kick ass. Cookout. Oh, I was getting down with my bad self. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices, of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? Or you're not going to? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna see how long I can sleep. Kiddo, I'm tapped out. But the sun hasn't even gone down yet. What? I still have to sleep. I still have sleep to catch up on from when you were a baby. Just let me be. I'm relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn some wine and dine mastermind celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. What? Okay, I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some wine and dine mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making roast rack lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like making baked elasties all day instead of any food of real natural nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of the time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen and wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand. I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again. And then my phone. Nothing. Okay, now I'm worried. Do I call her or do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? A half an hour passes. And I'm really worried. The episode of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging, I don't know, my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it. Wow. I thought I had a good vocabulary, but now I'm starting to... exacerbating it, that's what it is. Oh my god. It was, with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't even I know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? So I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffled in. Finally she's back home, and I'm glad she's okay. So, sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann! Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? Which one do I say? Because, like, I don't want to say I don't like her attitude, because, like, I can understand why she would not think it's a big deal. But I'll just put this. You were responding, and it was like when your mom, I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. Okay, I'm glad. I think I chose the right option because she understands where I'm coming from. So, I sit down on the couch and pull my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. I like my room. Very nice. Jeez. I'm falling asleep and the one thing she says keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't, and I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I don't know which one to make. Because good, I'm definitely not going to say good. That's very passive-aggressive, like good. The other one is putting trust back in her while accepting the apology, I think. But then it's also, I'm just going to say this one. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Anderson? Team Anderson. That's so cute. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did.
Yes.
Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in time, and in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go.
Huh?
What? What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't pull together a Dadbook profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. As Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting my profile on Dadbutch, which it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's make some likes and dislikes. Ooh. I also realized, by the way, that when I was doing the character creation that I completely skipped over the eyes option. So now our dad has these beady eyes. However, I think it works for him, so you know. Okay, on a Friday night, I'm most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel, tour my children with. This one, definitely. If you had the one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill. The lost shaker of salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. A boat. And anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks. A well-manicured lawn. Street smarts. Top-tier grillmanship. Comfortable with crying. That one. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals instructors. Salty boat captain. pro skater who was also an astronaut, a good father, a president of space. Salty boat captain. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentary, Sean Connery, entire filmography, anything on Laserdisc, romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry, old comedies that haven't aged well. Ooh, none of these, but you know. I'm gonna go with this one. What's your ideal date? Napping together. Actually, that is. I would love to nap with someone as a date. Like, not like, hey, we're gonna go on a date, babe, and then just, like, shows me to his room and we sleep. I just mean, like, I don't know, like, dinner and a movie in your house, though, like, at home, like, Netflix and chill style, and then just sleeping. I think that'd be so nice. Anyway, doing 100 pie pizza with her, eating healthy at dinner at 4 p.m. Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. I'm gonna do napping. What do you never leave home without? A sensible card. My sick vape. Aha! My book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My cripplingly low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet home sometimes. You spend a long time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world. I'll never be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. When can I get the next? How proud I am of my child. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Don't smoke.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, here's the deal. I know for sure that I'm not going to end up with Brian. Because isn't that the whole point of this? You have to, like, choose one dad. So I'm definitely not going to be Brian. Unless he changes my mind. Okay. Let's do this as a before and after then. Before and after, yeah. So, I'm definitely not doing Brian. Matt seems okay. He seems like he's hiding something. Craig's alright. I just feel like it's a little weird, whereas we went to college. I don't know, though. It just makes me feel a little weird. I'm interested in Damien, but I don't think I would choose him. I'm kind of leaning towards Hugo right now. And Joseph, he seems weird. He seems like he's, like, low-key abusive. So I don't know which one to choose. So I don't know much about Robert. Let's choose Robert. Alright. Robert Small. Is that talking about his... when the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know you'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Who's the... Yeah, one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would be? Gun. Yeah, but then you're gonna run out of bullets. So, I mean, you could only use it for hunting for so long. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. Same. What do you want to be when you grew up? A grifter, of course. So he's kind of like a hardened guy then, right? Grave robbing. So he's like the bad boy, kind of. I don't know, I'm not really into bad boys. You ever really look into a... Yeah, we'll message him. Maybe I can try and date all of them, you know? Maybe I can go on dates with all of them. That's what dates are about, though, aren't they? You're supposed to find out if you like the person or not. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? There are a couple seconds, and I'm hoping he's messaging me back. Hey, it says he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Definitely watch cat videos on the internet. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watched my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. Get up and walk to the living room and then sit down and turn on the TV. Game show. Ooh, Family Fortune's on. Alright, Nicole, and your parents are in the lead, and it's up to you to win it big. Are you ready? I'm ready! They hook the contestant up to a lie detector in front of her parents. Who is your favorite parent? My mom? Ooh, sorry, incorrect. Next question. If both of your parents were hanging on the edge of a cliff, which would you save? This is terrible. I love it. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for the old Chef Anderson to cook a gourmet delicacy. Does he not have a job, or is he just, like, off for a while? Walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. I make a sandwich, in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? A sandwich. The stand-wich. It's a lost art. I admired my work for a second, and I clumsily dropped the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. Is he gonna eat it off the 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I leap from the free-throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the entire three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No look back. No look behind. The back hook shock. Everyone's on their feet. I have no idea what's going on about basketball, but you know, whatever. Something Space Jam. Oh. Huh. Dad? I turn around to see Amanda in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, Amanda Panda, you alright? What are you doing? I, found the hoop and I'm taking it to the hole. Aww. Pass me the rock. Granny tossed that apple, laser bolt. I lead the league in blocks, the second for my rebounds rookie year. I think you can handle this. What's a rebound? Oh, it's when someone misses a shot and the other players try to retrieve it. That's, Alright. Just kidding! Amanda zigzags past me and tips the layup to the hoop. Into the hoop. Art of war, bitches. Hey, language. Sun Tzu didn't care about language. I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about the art of language. So once you write something as timeless as the art of war, then you're allowed to swear. Nah. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh, dude, I'm cool. I just like this really cute dog on the way home, and it let me pet its belly, and I couldn't contain my emotions. Here's the thing, like, I'm conflicted. Of course, as her parent, I want her to tell me, I want her to tell me everything. But, like, I know that me personally, I tend to not like to share what's upsetting me. I'm a big bottler, and I bottle things up. So it's like, I remember one time I was forced to talk about my emotions, and I'm still pissed about it to this day. It didn't make me feel any better, it made it worse. So if she doesn't want to talk about it, I don't necessarily want to make her, but I'm also her father. Oh, hey. Gladly. She was a French bulldog named Jacqueline, and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. She had a little sweater on. Wow. I probably also would have cried if I got to pet her.
Ah.
She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. But seriously, you know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, that's why I'm talking about my love for French bulldogs with you. Okay, just remember that it's okay to be sad. Also remember that I love you very much. Oh, and I only want what's best for you. That's all.
Eh?
Alright, jeez, don't make me cry again. I've definitely got daddy issues if I'm crying over this. Oh, okay, just making sure. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with my full court press. Amanda and I played ball for a little longer, then we cooked dinner. Then we cooked dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped, the toddler tournament. What you have in front of you is... What the hell? What you have in front of you is a molecularly, I'm sorry. Molecularly constructed sweet potato with brown sugar and a demi-glace with creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. Just working on my motorbike. I type back just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send.
Ah.
It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by, another message pops up.
Yes.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. We're going on a date. You know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late.
Heh.
Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's real life, but I think you'd have a lot more fun tonight. Are you trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me.
Yeah.
I'd never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. La, 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 la. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar. I wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. She's kind of an alcoholic.
Huh.
I brought Mary along, figured we need a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Ugh.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Now, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Whiskey. A dad after my own heart, huh? Ooh, with the eggplants! Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hmm.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? Sorry, Whew, okay. We knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs a jacket and throws it on.
Oh,
Let's get marching. What?
oh.
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're going bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed?
Hey.
Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is always in the whiskey to a good pun in the whiskey is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Oliver. Try harder. Whoa. Listen, bitch. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. I walk into the Irish I were drinking, and the bar's pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's except the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't filled me yet. Yes! Let's do it. Order 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up a garish green booth. Mary slides in and saddles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief.
Huh.
Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hmm.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly.
Ah.
That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty.
Ah.
Mary grabs my drink and sips on it.
Ah.
Hey,
Ah.
Oliver, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? Is she trying to, like... What is her game? Bitch, calm down.
Ah.
I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation with Robert. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen this guy smile, let alone laugh. I sit across the booth from them and pass the drinks.
Hey.
So, Edith's kid snuck some pop brownies onto the table last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and everything would be fine. Oh, yeah. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate all 3. Oh, she ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was pretty funny.
Hey.
She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Are they holding hands? Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hmm.
You know, the devil's lettuce. Of course.
Hey.
I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? You with the feds? I worked for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Ah! Robert giggles helplessly.
Ah.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He may not be used to your brand of humor.
Hey.
Fine, fine.
Hmm.
We sit down and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some time alone with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Are you trying to ditch me, pal? That's literally what she told me to do like 5 minutes ago. No? Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Oliver wants some time alone with his new best buddy, Robert. I read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey.
Hey.
Now, if you'll fellas excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you.
Come on.
Deuces, nerds. Mary gets off and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she's kind of delights in making men suffer.
Oh.
Well, she does. And what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gestured across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at a young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell her to that boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man, you know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in the day. Still got a little wild in you? I'm not a fan of the bad boy, though. I'm just not a fan. I have a child I need to care for! Okay, well, here's the thing. What kind of wild is he talking? 'Cause, like, if he's just talking smoking weed, then, like, you know, 420 blaze it, bruh. But, like, if he's talking about, like, Grand Theft Autos, he needs to chill. I get so wild, I've got a whole safari in here, just really wild all the time. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There is only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, he probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily for you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of silence, or they're afraid of what other people, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. You want some unsolicited advice? Just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, alright. Robert and I sit in silence drinking whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell on that young man. The young man pretending he's got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch a life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every moment and experience they've ever had gone. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. Just messing with you, relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. We We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm just trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this. This is the first time I've ever been drunk. Or two. You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags, and he hands one to me. Cheers! He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. I think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier and stop. I sip on my wine and watch the cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. And suddenly, Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes through the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses the stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know.
Oh.
With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign, back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign and it sails over the stop sign. And sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
Huh?
Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alleyway, wine in hand. I hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Oh shit. Ooh, we gonna have sex in an alleyway? After, I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime. I stop and catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving.
Oh.
Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just needs to be edible and in my mouth within the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through the maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. Bright red neon sign reads Pete's Piece of Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Oliver, you cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping.
Mm-hmm.
You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noises coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. Ooh, even the wet emojis. Ooh, am I gonna get some of that daddy dick tonight? Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh! We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, suddenly this makes sense. Did we just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find a woman that he finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids down the way notice us heckling, and one of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, it's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest, hey Ernest. I know you, it's me, your neighbor, hi. Ernest turns back around embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kiss anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to the tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot, and he said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing there. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles, and the credits start to roll. I stand up, and Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're just going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. I actually heard, I don't know if this is true or not, so you're gonna have to, like, let me know if it is, but I heard that that's why in, like, anime and stuff like that, like, their credits are so colorful and everything, is because, like, it's, like, tradition for people to just, like, sit and watch. I also heard by, like, an extension, too, that Americans are really the only people who do leave during the credits, that most other countries, and I say most because I don't think, like, London does it, but I don't know, I've never been to London, I guess, but like, you know, just like other countries typically don't leave during the credits. That's just what I've heard, but I don't know. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We'll hit the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film. We leave the movie theater. So he's really a softie deep down inside. He's like the typical bad boy that's like super hardened on the edges but super soft and loving on the inside. And that's such a cliche. Why did the music change? We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in that alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hand. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now. It's like movies... and, like, movies got really expensive. Ernest tucks another rock at my other knee, and I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to feel sore in the morning. Oh. We ruined it for you? That movie is pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What a classic mainstream slop have you been served your entire classicist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Huh? Have you ever seen any Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. Me? No, you listen. That popcorn ass drivel. Wow, that popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for higher standards in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh. Oh no, now you've done it! Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. I drive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself as if he's seeing red. Fuck my knee fucking hurts.
Hurts my friend.
Ooh. That gruff. Ooh. Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensberry rules. 3 minutes rounds with 1 minute rests in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What?
What?
You don't even think about putting in a legal turnstile? Oh, and don't even think about putting in an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points.
Excuse me?
You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die.
What?
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them.
Oh.
The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid?
Oh.
Are you kidding me? I'd never hit a child. That'd be despicable.
Hey.
You throw the rules at them though. They always bolt. Nobody wants Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. And full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. So you don't even have to know the rules, just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh boy.
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm sorry, I get really into the filmmaking when I'm drunk. Or the art of filmmaking when I get drunk. It's okay, I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever see any Sam Fuller? I haven't.
Yeah.
Fuller is cash. Yes! 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 Okay, it's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. That was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble all the way back home. Date complete. I didn't know I got points, but this is great.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm gonna leave this episode here. It was really fun. This was a really good date. This game is hilarious. I love it. Anyway, I will definitely see you guys for my next date.